Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. We're starting the new session, I forgot to start the local recording. Hi Arumba, have a nice day, do you still play EVE Online? No I do not, Kia Bonov. I stopped playing EVE Online a long time ago, about a year, 2 years ago. Now I had some issues with it. Basically, you can't stream that game. You just can't stream it, you just end up getting targeted and griefed, and it's no fun for anyone involved, unfortunately. So anyway, I was just explaining that I have done a few things, just a couple things, and I was saying that it's not going to be a year per, 2 hours per year anymore. I think we're about to the point where we can go a little bit faster. The thing that's been slowing me down has been this funky math with Isenwi in that policy. He really threw a kink in my plan, and I'm having to like find and continue continuous wars while doing things like toggling scutage and enabling scutage on certain subjects so that they don't join wars so that I can still integrate them and just blah, 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 blah. All because this dick turned on this increased coring cost, the Diplomatic Defense Act. Throwing my math off. So anyway, what did I do since the last stream? I did this. I did a war with the Netherlands. I did a war with East Frisia. I've declared a war on Bremen. I declared, or am about to declare a war on Riga. And, yeah. So that's pretty much it, I think. So we've got a new corps going on in Holland, a new corps going on in Utrecht, which is going to become our capital at some point in the near future. We're coring Friesland. Well, actually, sorry, that's already a full corps. We've got East Frisia, we've got Oldenburg, and Stad. And so, at the current rate, we're scheduled to integrate the Mamluks by December of 1707. The important modifier that's dropping off that has been causing all these issues is this one in here. Created offices for vassal nobles. So we have until September of 1708, and we're on track to be there about 8-9 months, 10 months maybe ahead. I was allowed to go up to about 70, 60, 65 or so overextension without messing up my diplomatic reputation, still being able to integrate. If I fall below 4.5, then my integration speed will slow by 1 per month. It's rounding to the nearest integer. So 4.58 rounds up to 5. So basically, I can't take any more overextension right now. We're going to have to sit on this war with Bremen for a bit after we siege him down. And we'll have to declare another war after that as well, in order to keep Isenwi from turning off his policy until he can finish his course. We're still waiting on him to do quite a bit of coring. He's got to core this province, he's got to finish this one, he still has to start these 3, because he's a loser. But fortunately, he did start this one over here and this one over here, so we're just waiting on him to do these 3 cores, preferably. And it would also be nice if he'd go ahead and turn these into full cores, but I don't think he'll never have enough madmen for that. Now, Min, on the other hand, has done a great job. He's almost done coring. He has one last province that he has not yet started to core. Other than that, he is nearly complete in his task. Granted, most of them are only territorial cores because he's lacking the monarch points to turn them into full cores. He certainly has state slots. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, I wrapped up the war with Kedah. I think I may have left him with a province. Yeah, he still exists. He's got his whole redevelopment, no core capital again, because I left him with just the one province. It was easier than trying to siege him out completely. So yeah, I think we're good to play then. Basically, I'm gonna die soon. When I die, my legitimacy is gonna bump back up, which will give me more room for expansion if I want to, because I will have higher diplomatic reputation. We can have up to 1 legitimacy, one diplo rep from legitimacy, so when we die and we have our strong claimed heir come into charge, then we'll go from negative 0.15 to positive 1. So I'll be able to maybe end the war with Bremen. For now, I want to check over on Riga. And let me just also finally, one last quick thing is just check my notes to make sure I'm not missing anything before we get started. Manpower, no, manpower is actually looking pretty good. I did some interactions with the Dhimmi. I found an exploit, kind of, that I could use. Sometimes when you load the save, before you unpause, the Dhimmi will have excess influence because they it'll say like state religion not dominant. And so even though they only had like 10 or 15% influence, because they only have 2% of my land, because there was a temporary state religion not dominant thing on here, I was able to click a button. So I kind of interacted with them a little bit, got my tolerance up, took some stability in preparation for the monarch death, and by having interacted with the Dhimmi, I ended up demanding like 70, 80,000 manpower. It was quite a bit. So no, we're doing great on manpower at the moment, I think. Okay, so my notes say that I'm looking at a war with either Riga, Brandenburg, or both. The problem with Brandenburg is that he just finished a war with Saxe-Lauenburg, and okay, excellent, he did mothball this fort. So I'm leaning towards that. He's got a level 1 fort over here and a level 4 mothballed fort. It'd be a very easy war. I like that idea quite a bit now. Okay, let's do it. Yes, mercs are cheap in this patch, so if I needed to, I could always hire mercs. Mercs they're very inexpensive compared to the next patch. Higher cost is only 12 ducats. And that's with me being overextended. That'd be a no, that'd be a no, that'd be a no. Also, I found out a huge mistake that I had made is that a long time ago I had manually set my attitude. Xtofer, thank you for the resub. A long time ago I had set the Ottomans manually to friendly, and my little derp, Bob's Border Gore, had at one point recently given him military access because I had my attitude set to friendly. So I changed it to hostile, as it should be. And this is the land that this is what Bob's Border Gore wants. He is one hell of an aggressive man. And then, of course, this is also what I've said that I want. So, client state, man, he's aggressive. He's doing a good job. He's almost done getting all cored up. The only real drawback to these client states is that they don't spawn with very many monarch points. They get your tech, they get a ton of ideas for free, but they basically spawn with, like, no monarch bank at all. And so it takes them a long time to core stuff when you spawn them out of nowhere. And then one last thing is that Savoy has recently had a disaster fire. They are currently suffering from internal conflicts, I believe. They've got negative stability, some really bad stuff going on for them, which is less than ideal. Anyway, we're going to play the game now. Play the game. Got 2 diplomats free. Thinking about getting another claim on France. Was considering threatening war, but I can't do that if I am at war, which means that I can't do it. I was wondering if maybe I could do like a peace offer, threaten war deck without Hisenwi turning his policy off, but I feel like that's probably a bit too risky. So we're probably better off just not trying to threaten war with France. Alright, we're going to want to march over to there. Crap. Our influence over Min just expired, and I didn't read the tooltip. What kind of monarch points was I giving him? Admin points? Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. Just want to make sure, before I start, like, really, making moves and making decisions and stuff here, everything's working right? You guys can hear me? Like, I didn't make any stupid, dumb mistakes or anything? I don't think I did, but maybe. You never know. Chat seems a bit quieter than normal, so I thought I would ask. Malwa wants military access. That's cute. So, Brandenburg has no friends. And we're going to declare war on him right now, assuming that fort is still mothballed. I think it is. It is. Great. Love how they do that. Makes things so much simpler. Stream is good, sound is good. Alright, thank you. Good. Okay, we got another war to prevent Hisenwi from turning off his stuff. This is just a regular province. We'll pull an infantry over to there. We'll pull just a single infantry to here. And then this army is actually going to take our best commander, who's currently in charge of Siege 9. Who did I say? Hold on. Yoba. It's currently helping out over here. Okay, well, I mean, Brandenburg's on equal tech. There's probably going to be some combat here. Let's go with Yoba for now. Yoba is going to try to march... Not that army, this one. Yoba is going to try to march here. He'll turn his fort on tomorrow, and then the zone of control will be in place. We want to get the movement commands in order now. I do want to spread out on his entire country. I don't think his army is going to be over here. It's probably going to be in his capital. So we will create 4 more infantry regiments from here. And before he turns that fort on and actually has the zone of control restrictions, can I have those 4, please? Just the 4? No, not that one. There we go. We'll spread out like that. It's like our 3 siege pip guy is currently busy right now. Also, before our ruler dies, since he is getting kind of old, 59 years old, he does have this tactical genius trait, and we somehow have over 80 army tradition, which is kind of nuts. So it'd be a good idea to roll some generals if I get the opportunity to. If any of them die, don't let me forget that I want to roll more generals. So let's go ahead and go. Alright, so he is marching that way. He's going to be gone on the 11th. We are going to arrive there on the 11th. I can't tell for sure if there'll be a battle or not. There might be, there might not be. Either way, I need to stop this army that's going to Ruppen. I think we will still carry on to Rostock. Okay, he did manage to get away. No chance we have military access, didn't think so. Alright, shoot. Shoot! Consolidated in and Yoba stayed. That's not ideal. Yoba is not the siege pip guy. Now we're not going to be able to get back over here for a month, but he's not going to come over here, and this one stack is actually kind of off on its own. Let's not worry about Rostock for now. It's not a big deal. It's irritating that we arrived on the same day, but he still managed to get away. It's not large enough to stack wipe it. This army is going to take a while to get over there. It's just 2 infantry. It's not a big deal. It's fine. Whatever. We'll fight them. Fine. They'll die. They'll die a horrible death. 3 siege pip guys now available. That army's going to get overrun. Alright, 3 infantry pay the precious price. All because of a day. Well, not even a day. Just this is the same day. But as soon as this fort falls, we will be able to just go and murder him. Okay, so, let's get these armies consolidated. Nice wall breach. Rostock on the 24th. Okay, this time we're actually going to catch him. Excellent. Got 25 spy network strength against France. I don't need more land from him, except for maybe Artois, because it's in the English channel. So we'll take that. Beyond that, I don't think we spy on him anymore. We're spying on Denmark because he's got Sealand, which I want. We want to continue to move on estuaries, I think. So I'd like to get a claim on any of the high development provinces over here, like Marienburg it's very valuable. We'd like to get a claim going on this guy. Great Power of Bohemia has forced Cologne to break their alliance with Magdeburg. Okay. A new colony available. One thing I did do between recording sessions as well is I revoked some of the states in Africa, gave them to trade companies, and so now we have another merchant. We're up to 23 merchants at this point because I've got a merchant from the, I don't know, one of these ones is new. I don't remember which. When we move our capital, we should be able to pick up at least probably 2 or 3 more merchants because we'll have colonial. What are they called? Things over here instead. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to mention, because it was really, weird 2 nights ago when I was streaming, all the ants are dead. All dead. I haven't seen an ant in a day. Poison did its job. So that was exciting for me. So we have 100% war score with Bremen. It's 30 development. Aggressive expansion is actually not that big of a concern. Not really. We barely have any. Have some excellent modifiers. Always sitting on 100 prestige. The issue here is a 30 development province would be... It's over 9,000! The Mace 1098. 4 months. Thank you! I actually have not had a chance to try out Absolutism in Mandated Heaven. I haven't gotten that far into the campaign yet. But from what I've heard, it sounds like it's really, really, really strong in the late game. Anyway, so 30 development is going to be 18 overextension. Every 10 overextension is 0.2 Diplo rep. So 18 overextension divided by... So that'd be 0.36 Diplo rep that we would lose if we were to take that province right now. We could afford the aggressive expansion. We could afford the coring costs. We could afford all the things. But I would lose 0.36 diplomatic reputation right now. So I have a choice. I could either take it now, integrate a little bit slower, or I could take it now, spend 100 military points to bump my legitimacy, even though I'm probably going to die soon, or just wait. And I'm leaning toward taking it, one way or the other. I'm pretty sure that I can actually still integrate this guy in time, even if we only go at 7 per month. Let's see, 646 minus the 217 that are already invested. It means we need 429 points, divided by, if we only earn 7 per month, that would take 61.3 months, rounds up to 62. That'd be 5 years. That's 1708. 5 years plus 2 months. 1708. It's July. It's cutting it close. It's 2 months. Any negative event that affects my Diplo rep would throw things off. Then again, we're going to die soon, so whenever we die, sometime in the next 5 years, then legitimacy gets reset. I think we just take it. I think we can afford to piece this guy out right now. I think that, yeah. Also, we need to do something with that that colonist. Got 2 level 6 forts. Look at all these damn forts over here, man. Army tradition seems fine. I mean, I have tons of money. Fully maintained forts plus 0.09. Well, yeah, I mean, technically you need, what, 1 fully current fort per 50 development, so I'm supposed to have 6,667 divided by 50. I'm supposed to have 133 active level 4, as in level 8 forts. So I need 133, and I have 32, but they're all, like, level 1. So Yeah, about that. Probably not worth the expense. At least not both of them. Get rid of this one. Check that my math was correct. 4.23, we should have gone down to 7 per month as expected. Okay, cool, good. Looks like my army actually got wrecked by that 30% infantry combat ability from Brandenburg. He's doing a good job. Got cannons, just bunches and bunches of cannons, just shooting him with shrapnel stuff. Okay, he will get stack wiped by my 1 stack. Meanwhile, we only have 10 cannons here, but that is enough for the +5 bonus. I never did bring in the proper leader. Let's swap these infantry out. And I think from this guy, pull in the 3 siege pip guy. It's not that we need to really end this war quickly, but I'm not going to lower maintenance. I mean, look at 0.1 war score to murder his entire army. That seems a bit off.
It's over 9,000!
So there's Savoy, continuing to have some serious issues due to his internal conflicts disaster. He's also got a fort that he's trying to siege back. 27 months! I won Buck. I won Buck. It's a nice name. I like your name. Alright, and then we've got Riga. Riga, surprisingly, still only has 13 development. I've had campaigns where Riga has gone nuts and ended up with like 30, 40 development. I don't know why he has so little right now. Anyway, we're making about 400 ducats net a month right now, which is decent. And we've taken Altmark. This 99 war score against Brandenburg. Well, considering that I've decided to go a little bit slower on my integration, technically we have room for another like 0.74 lost Diplo rep from overextension. So 0.74 divided by the max range of 2 is... I could have like 37% more overextension and still not slow down my integration. So I'm not going to take that much, but I think we can actually annex Riga and or some of the Brandenburgian land right now. Mostly, I'm trying to prepare for the, for when I have my capital over in the English Channel. I want to, you know, really milk all the money and prevent people from having navies and stuff like that. So how would we peace out Brandenburg? Well, we need a diplomat for that. Let's take a look. Let's see. I can take a little bit. Let's see. 100 minus 81.6. 18.4 available overextension. Means I can take 30 development. So should I take 30 development from Brandenburg? Or should I try to take Riga? I could save, you know, earmark 13 of it from Riga. I do like the idea of taking that fort. You never know when he might stop turning it on. Not to mention the courthouse makes it a very good province to acquire. I could make this into a state. It's got a double estuary. It'd probably be a good idea to make this one into a state. Only 48 development, though. That's kind of weak. What do you guys think? Is the English Channel the best trading area? I think so. A long time ago, we made the decision that I asked, like, do you guys think we should try to shoot for predominantly going after the Genoa node or the English Channel? And I looked at the math and looked around the map and how the trade routes look and you know, the best way to multiply trade to stupendous numbers. I mean, look, right now we're making 600 ducats a month in trade. It's ridiculous, and that's not even with our capital in the English Channel. It's going to be even higher soon. Is the Ottoman leader dead already? No, he's 29. He's Craven. That's good. 624. Oh, you're talking about the guy, okay, I remember now. You were talking about the guy that was giving him lower unrest? Yes, that guy is dead. He's long dead. But they've had the recent major uprising, so... Danish Troll, 30-month resub. They're still dealing with these rebels, and that stack is still alive and well. Looks like the Ottomans have they've got 32,000 infantry down here. I can't see the particularists. I saw them recently. They were sieging down Sinai or Man, one of the two. So my guess is that they're either hanging out in this fog of war, or they're on their way up into Hamo or Tarabulus or something like that. But there's like a 40 or 50 stack of particularists that he's dealing with down there. And they have an army that's stuck in this area here because my subject gave him access, and then I changed the relationship status, and then he canceled the access, and so now this army is stuck-ish. I mean, he does have transports. He could move them if he wanted to, but he doesn't seem to be doing that. Okay, so I've got to go back to my decision here. I can take 30 development at most right now. If I earmark Riga because I want the estuary, because I want to have more of an ability to force trade out of here into Lubeck into English Channel when I move my capital, then that means I have 17 development available to take from Brandenburg. I only declared on Brandenburg literally because he had his fort mothballed and because I need to be at war to prevent Hsinwi from turning his policy off. I don't even care about this land right now. It's not important. It's not like Brandenburg's a big enemy or anything. Like, you know, he's going to be easy to take. So kind of tempted to just take the 12 development fort. Doesn't give me any more naval, power or anything, but it just makes it so I don't have to worry about him not having it mothballed next time. $12 plus 13 is 25. You don't have any 5 development provinces, do you? I doubt it. It's Europe. Erasmus. Sorry, I have not watching the stream for a really long time. I'm gonna take the fort. I think I took a backup save before this. Hold on, that's right. I need to declare a war before I do this peace deal, don't I? Otherwise I'm screwed. Alright, well, I guess it's probably about time to declare on Riga then, eh? It's a capital fort, so he's never gonna mothball it. He's got no friends, no one likes him. We got troops over here, but it is a level 4 fort, so we need 15 regiments of cannons. Let's just declare, get some boots on the ground. We have no military access yet. We'll auto fleet transport them over there. Once this is done, we'll pull some of these cannons so that we have enough cannons. Plus, we'll bring over, what's his name? Shima Boku. What now? No. No, you dog! Lithuania has attacked Riga as I have attacked Riga. He's gonna get there before me because it's gonna take me a month to land. Except, hold on, now he has... If he's at war with Lithuania, you would assume that would give me military access there too, because he has military access there implicitly because he's at war with him, but I don't. I don't have military access through Lithuania. Damn it! If that's the case, I should have taken 30 development from Brandenburg. We could have taken, like, Dithmarschen. Well, another option I'm looking at soon is Denmark or the Teutons to maintain my wars while we wait on this guy to core, so I guess that could work. So long as we're still integrating at 7 per month, that's all that's really important. We are going to die soon. That just needs to be expected. Yeah, I don't even think there's a point to try to do this now. That war is going to end very quickly, very obviously. Alright, started all my cores here. See, the problem with Denmark is that the development cost is so high that I can't actually take that right now. I do have a claim on Sweden. Currently occupied by the Teutons. Teutons are at war with Sweden, but they're just kind of hanging out over in Tuchola. When he ends his war, I expect he's going to mothball all of these bordering forts. It's going to be super easy to beat him up. Plus, we don't have to wait for a claim. We could always just declare. I just, you know, like to try to minimize administrative point cost if I can. Alright. Well, good luck, Riga. I don't have high hopes. Shoot, I forgot about my colonists again. At this point, I don't care about the colonies, really. I'm just colonizing to prevent Russia from doing it. As much as I can. Alright, this is a attack against Sweden in the Norwegian Conquest. Sweden's losing. Norway probably going to peace out pretty soon. We need to get another war going, because if this war ends without my wanting it, then there goes Senway with his policy. He'll immediately turn it off when he goes to peace. Tlemcen has formed a constitutional monarchy. I would attack Tlemcen. He's got no friends. Like Mali or something, but the problem is that this subject down here is overextended still. He's at 3.16 overextension. I was surprised to find that, actually. He's never started the cores of Tunis or Sousse, which are massive. 45 and 34 development. It's crazy. In Savoy, with their internal conflicts, despite having no overextension, they are really in no position to take any more land. He's also sitting here suffering 3.7% attrition instead of fighting the rebel. I don't know what he's doing, you know? It just doesn't make sense. I've been looking for a way to try, maybe, to isolate France and Naples. Naples being allied to the Teutons accomplishes that goal. So one thing I could do is go to war with France. Every single one of his forts are on. He's got some level 8s now as well. Yuck. It was really funny, when I was playing last night, Naples declares a solo war against the papacy, full annexes him, and then within 3 months releases him again because of the Catholic occupation of Rome event. So it's like, why did you take the aggressive expansion for a 43 development province just to release it again? Why do we not want the policy to go off? Because he's over-integrated right now. I've spent more Diplo points than I actually need to have had him integrated. And so if the policy gets turned off, I'm effectively, it's like clicking a button to just say, lose these 300 Diplo points. And I'd rather not do that. So I'm trying to prevent it by keeping him at war and force-feeding him some extra land. And then making him core it so that I get the Diplo value out of the money, out of the monarch points that I spent there. All right, I don't like the idea of fighting the French forts. We could siege them pretty well, but the thing is, this is not the Kingdom of Might campaign. We do not have god generals. I mean, you saw I lost the battle with the Brandenburg troops. We have no military ideas at all. We've got defensive is the only thing I've finally picked up. I've got a little bit of morale of armies. That's it. So my leaders are not very good, despite the 80 army tradition. So fighting the French does not seem very appealing. Not if they're going to have their forts on. I could do a piggyback war on Sweden. Norway is probably going to take back... It was a reconquest war, wasn't it? No, it's a conquest war for Delaskagan. So he'll probably take any of the lands that he has claims on up here, but that means this area is going to be free to occupy. I could just declare war on Sweden, march in there. Oh, do you desire this land? This might end up going to the Teutons. But I could just have this war going so that I have another war active. It's an idea. To try to deal with Cyprus before he gets anything other than a level 1 fort. I hate to see that the Ottomans actually have troops together now. I was really hoping that those particularists were going to do more damage to him. Doesn't look like they are. So, I'm leaning toward attacking Cyprus. Conquer Gobir. Kind of funny that it even gives me a mission for something like that. That'd be a good way to get my piety down the next time we want to go and do tech. Might do that. I'd really like to see Norway do a peace deal, though. And I'm sure there's probably some high development Bohemian provinces that like, oh my god, Berlin's got 59 development. That's gonna be expensive to core that. Just a little bit. Okay, well, it looks like we're just waiting 2 months then until my armies can get into position. Yeah, how disconnected the missions are from what you're doing. It's kind of ridiculous. I think that the Ottomans may have dealt with the rebels, because I'm seeing a lot of Ottoman troops now. A 664 militarist from Castile. Don't tell me you're still considered like a lucky nation. God. Of course Castile would get a guy like that. Why wouldn't he, right? Aemon fires, Shen excite. Actually, this army arrived pretty quickly. Teutons have some pretty good spy detection. Don't need to worry about the mothballed fort. Shoshone Revolt. He should be fine. Why no reading the messages? Resub for 2 months. Harander. I turned her off because I realized how I kept getting really distracted by her. She was breaking my concentration too often. I would be in the middle of a thought, and then she'd start talking over me, and then I'd look over on the screen, and then I'd read it while she was saying it, and it was too much. It's too much to going on the different screens at once for me to stay focused. All right, I think we declare this war in Cyprus, making Sweden cry a lot. We will auto-fleet transport that army in. It's a level 3 fort. Let's just send just enough troops. I don't want to send all this many. Alright, so now no matter what happens with Riga, which I think it's pretty clear which direction it's going to go, we still don't have to worry about that thing ending. Could clearly afford a number of more colonies. We were paying at one point like 300 ducats a month on colonies. Oh, and here's something cool. I wanted to show you guys this. Look! Bob's beggar brother, he finished it. He finished his colony. Chorotega. It's complete. He's starting a new one now. There's 51 people living there. It took him, I think, if I was reading this correctly, I think it took him since 1663 to 1703. I think it took him 40 years. 40 years to grow that colony. Chorotega. A very long, long time. He's expecting a revolt here. Hopefully that doesn't stop him from doing any of these cores. He needs to start these cores soon. It might very well be a very long time until I actually am allowed to stop being in back-to-back-to-back wars. This will free up a lot of troops, though, for suppression in other locations. We have unrest here because they are controlled by the clergy. The clergy are currently disloyal because I had to piss them off, but... That's right, I was waiting on this. I can make a generous donation, and then that problem goes away. And usually this is a good idea. You usually make more money off of it than you lose. So let's make the generous donation, which is going to make all of that unrest go away. So for now, why don't you guys just stay where you were, and then next month we'll reassess where we should deploy to suppress rebels. It's probably going to end up being in my subjects' land instead of mine. I mean, my ruler has the trait Years of Separatism -5 in addition to... Yeah, he's Conqueror. Years of Separatism -5. Our government type gives us Years of Separatism -5. And then we have Full Humanist, which gives us Years of Separatism -5. So we only have 10 years of Separatism. Very, very little. Okay, over here, unrest. So, Sinemi still has some rest up in this region. Got some in here, despite my troops being present already. Peter? Hello, welcome back. Okay, so I'm actually keeping track of how much time I actually play today. How many, like, in-game years go by. We started in 1703 March, so we're already good. We're good. We've been playing for 40 minutes and we're a year in. That's way better than the last stream where I played basically, like, a year in 2 hours, so... I don't think perfect play is required at this point. I just need to be tactical and logical with the big guys. Russia, Lithuania, Ottomans, France, Bohemia. We need to find opportune moments to attack France... like this. I just saw one. He did mothball one. When there's one, there's usually others. It's got 2 mothballed forts. That would make the war quite a bit easier. That one is not accessible, though. From here, though, very, very easily have an army in position in Vaud and march onto that place. And then, of course, I've got adjacency to his capital, which, while it's not mothballed, if I put all of my guys there, like just in these 2 provinces, and then just loaded up on Paris and knocked out his capital with the Imperialism CB, he'd not want to be in the war for very long. 2 level 6 forts, though, I think I'd prefer to wait. How are Senwi's cores going? Well, despite that rebellion just having happened, he still hasn't started these 3 cores, which means that he is a long ways off. I might just give up on him coring this and core it myself. Like, I might allow the integration to finish when these 2 cores are done. I'll just have to time it and remember that I've got 23 plus 25 plus 18 development in an extra overextension that I'm about to inherit. We shall see. Book burning. Well, in theory, do we want to be positive piety or negative piety? We're 10 years ahead of time on tech, so it doesn't really matter. Looking awfully close on that integration. Riga is holding out. 230 days now. Oh, and there it goes. Just fell. Lithuania is allied to Russia. Since we've already declared war on Cyprus and Sweden has no other allies, I think now is a good time to consider doing the piggyback war. Getting some troops into positions on these forts so that when Norway ends the war, we're already there. I mean, a lot of these garrisons are they're at full strength. There's a good chance, though, that maybe we don't. Maybe we wait. Sweden will be racked with debt and the desire to train new troops, so they might just turn all their forts off when they go to peace, which would be a mistake. Could declare war on Denmark. We got a claim on it. December of 04. Yeah, you know, Utric's going to be done coring soon. That's the 39 development province, so we could replace it with a 35 and still be at the right numbers. It's only a level 2 fort as well. Well, level 3 with the capital, but who cares about that? Yeah, I think Denmark's a good war deck. Still going to be cautious and have my backup saves between, before any war deck, any kind of major thing. I'm not too keen on spending all the monarch points necessary to core this, because it is going to be rather expensive. But at the same time, it is a, like, 60 development state, so we'll probably just keep it a territory, but maybe. Might full core it, I don't know. Probably not. Gotta wait for our navy to get here. I says moo, 8 months. Thank you. Navy will be here soon. Wow. Okay, that was actually really quick. It was way faster than I expected with Cyprus. In theory, I could give this land to the Mamluks, but that'd mess up the integration rate. In theory, I could give it to... Give that to Bob's Border Gore. I quite like that idea. Since that 3 siege pip guy is now available, let's have him fight. %21 chance already to take that. High Veld's about to finish. Lesser something's going to finish. Natal's going to finish. So we're about to gain some prestige. I think I might want to buy down some of this Liberty Desire with somebody. Catalonia's being kind of a jerk, but he's got a lot of debt. He's got 6,000 ducats in debt. Savoy's at 2,600. Want to make sure that the Mamluks do not get disloyal. So let's placate them. And next month we'll gain some prestige from finishing the colonies. Nice job there suffering that attrition. It's smart. It's a good idea. I wonder if the mercs that the Ottomans hired are still employed. Wow! 118 regiments of mercenaries. That's stupendous. 118 regiments. 118 times 0.49 ducats a month. The Ottomans is spending 58 ducats a month in mercenary maintenance right now. Not even including reinforcement cost if he's actually doing combat or suffering attrition. He's just got 118 mercs. Even though he's got 106,000 manpower. I have no idea. I don't, what is this? I don't even, you know? Quite possibly should have deleted the fort before giving that to him, because he might have a hard time with his finances. Oh god. Oh, interesting! I did not expect this. Wow, Lithuania joins Riga's war against Ryukyu. Riga becomes a vassal. So he had declared a war. It was, I do not think it was a subjugation war, was it? And he decided to vassalize him instead. And now, I am at war with Lithuania and Riga. In a technically offensive war, which means Lithuania could very well call in his ally Russia. No, sorry, Lithuania is not allied to Russia. He's allied to Aachen. He's guaranteed by Russia. Okay, so for some reason Lithuania thinks it's a good idea to fight me right now. I don't really know what to think about that. Do we like this? I mean, what it means is that I still could technically resolve this war the way that I originally intended. I could just peace out Lithuania and take Riga. And then I end up with a truce with Lithuania. I wasn't really planning on doing much to Lithuania yet. I could feed Bob's border gore some Lithuanian cores and land up in here, try to get him to snake up into near Poland and Russia. And the Great Horde. I could go, like, along this route. Very low development. Be so easy to just take a big, huge swaths of land. Did you know we Lithuanians have the highest suicide rate in Europe? Second highest in the world. As evidenced by this war deck, effectively. Now, Denmark does have this other fort that I've forgotten to consider. It'll be a while till I can end the war with Lithuania Riga anyway. He does not have any heavies in that army, so I think that our army is fine. Let's do this. I'm going to take a 10-10 stack with the second highest siege pip leader onto Gotland Autofleet transport with the one that's in Danzig, yes. We're going to full annex Denmark, just because I don't want to deal with this becoming a level 3 fort. Ugh, that'd be gross. And yeah, I think we're going to carry on. I think we're just going to... This is not what I was anticipating, but we'll take it. Sure. Controlled by Cossacks. I'm suffering attrition while being exiled because of him. Nice. Alright, Lithuania, just remember, you asked for this. It's temporarily stopping my blockade due to this naval battle. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wootrax, thank you for the subscription. How does Lithuanian's military stuff look? He's on military tech 22 to my 24. He's got full offensive, full quantity. He does have 2 guaranteed monarch pips. Land leader shock, land leader maneuver. So we're going to see some pretty good generals out of this guy. Cavalry combat ability plus 20%. His army is going to be nothing to sneeze at, but I don't think it's going to be good enough to matter. Especially when I'm going to detach some fairly sizable armies in from down here. I mean, what? I just don't understand. Why would the AI do this? Are they just like just completely blind to the fact that they're about to go to war with someone who has literally 20 times their army? Like, what? I don't understand. I don't know. I swear I'm going crazy. Heavy Rain! Thank you for your sub. Well, of course it's William's fault. The AI can't into annex calls. Into annex war calls. You think they pressed the wrong button. 300 the movie. 300 versus 10,000? I mean, basically. And that's it, right? That's the whole army. We can see it, too. It's all in the north. Oh no, he's going to siege down Goldingen. Got no unrest here. Look at how stable this this client state is. Local traditions, self-rule. I mean, he's got humanist and self-rule. Self-rule is a idea they get from being a client state. They just have automatic -2 unrest. It's a great set of ideas that they take. So he's got, in a province he just conquered, despite the overextension, -4 unrest. Granted, it is his religion, so that makes it a lot easier. But even if it wasn't, like Orthodox, he's still at -3.4. He's fine. Wait. He actually has negative unrest from tolerance. This guy has positive tolerance of heretics and heathens. It's pretty good. Yes, you must suffer attrition with your entire army to take a province with no fort. This is a good idea. I approve. We got Omani separatists at 80%. I am kind of riding quite a bit of actual overextension right now. I do have positive stability, but that'll go away when our ruler dies. I think I was intending to... Yes, I was going to use one of these things. Pull these troops over. So how about you get ferried to here, and you get ferried to here. We have access through the Teutons now. Okay, I don't have any fort in Danzig. I deleted it, I think. I don't have a fort in Stolp. We'll move to the defensive terrain. We will finish the siege. Aha, yay. That army can go over there now. This navy is going to come over and autofleet transport to... Oh, it looks like we have access through Bohemia as well. Okay. Let's park the entire army in Danzig. So technically, we have negative war score because we need to control Riga. Riga is gonna be an annoying province to siege down. We will have to get over there, I think, soon. Good news is that we have like no aggressive expansion in this region, so taking a bunch of land from this culture group and this religious group is gonna be solid right now. All right, overextension. We're about to finish a core. Let's take a save here. My army got stuck doing stuff. That is a siege leader. We want him probably somewhere down here, because if we're about to get started on some stuff, probably going to try to sneak Lithuanian's capital. We take the peace deal with Denmark as soon as the core on our soon-to-be capital of Utrecht is complete. Level 4 fort. I'll need 15 cannons. We've got 4. Plus another 3 is 7. Got another army that's arrived. We'll move it up a little bit at a time. Now, my guess is that in his position, his enthusiasm is going to immediately end up at low, right? He's got a high enthusiasm at the moment, but he's got negative 19 from relative strength of the alliance. Aachen did actually end up joining. He called his ally in. Level 5 fort over there. We do have access to it. This army's composed kind of funky. Looks like we have a straight marching path over here now, so let's bring this army down to here as well. Prepare to maybe go occupy Aachen. I don't want his land yet, but, you know, anything we can do to try to make this war end a little bit quicker would be nice. That was quick. Alright, well, as of right this moment, when this core finishes then, December the 2nd, we can peace out, full annex Scotland. I love the Hearts of Iron 4 stuff, especially the older ones. The Hearts of Iron 3 music is amazing. We still can't embrace the Enlightenment, even though we spawned it. As of right now, it looks like it's going to cost me, say, 17, 18 grand. But we're still quite a few years away from actually taking tech. And it is probably spreading, well, better in my lands than in others. What's the main spread factor? Having a university or a seat in parliament? Capital of Dip Tech 20 country with a scientist and a philosopher. What? With a scientist, with a philosopher. I mean, I have a scientist available, but I don't have him hired. I don't understand. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the whole reason that we're not colonizing quite as aggressively right now is just because I need money to potentially do this stuff. And we could go smash our faces against the Lithuanians, but that would just cost me manpower that I'd rather use to spend training new troops, and then use those new troops to threaten people. Alright, so Sweden cedes a lot of land in Norway. It's like the Teutons didn't get anything in that. Norway would dishonor the call right now. Again, Sweden with no allies. So the fact that the Teutons didn't get anything means that Lund, which I do have a claim on, could be nice. I hope Norway didn't just take himself... Ah, shoot, he did. He took his war score cost above 100%. Means that I can't outright annex him. Well, we still have time. We have tons of time. We have 116 years. But I was hoping to full annex him in the next war I did with him. What do you guys think? Should we smash face, or should we just avoid it and just try to piece him out via making him not like life? You know? I mean, as soon as his capital is besieged and falls, he won't want to be in the war no matter what. I don't really need much. The war score cost for Riga is going to be very little. The war score cost for these provinces is going to be very, very little. 2%. Like, it's nothing. I could take a big chunk of land. Combat width is at 38 at the moment. I think we're about to finally have the final tech for combat width. Yeah, tech 26. Stop thinking about it. We'll know for sure what the combat width is. So 38 is our current combat width. We don't have any infantry combat ability. And I'm, especially in this patch, I'm not really a fan of Cav at all, because Cav are just bad. Cav deploy really funky in patch 1.19. I'd rather just have pure infantry in most cases. I feel like we're talking about Hearthstone here with this, you know, go face. Go face, go face, go face. So we could smash a 38 combat width plus 30 cannon stack at his far fewer cannons. I don't think his cavalry combat ability is going to mean anything. I think we go for it. Supply's a bit light. Really light. We'll have to go over piecemeal. We'll send half over now. That's my 453 combat guy. That's my best guy. Okay, so you're arriving on the 28th. We'll have the other half go now. It's like he's responding to one of the occupations of his forts. And he's blockaded that strait. What a jerk. Alright, that's all in position. Such a weird war. I still don't really understand the game plan here. That straight's not going to protect you, man. He's even going to give me the Ocel stack wipe opportunity. Can you believe it? He wants to fight in the province also known as Viktor Jankowski. Can you believe how silly that is? It's like I've accidentally messed up. We're going to suffer some attrition. Well, we're up to his capital. Level 5 fort. We'll have to wait till the monthly tick before moving out. This highest maneuver guy that I've got is doing what he can to try to avoid some of the attrition. And this is showing like we're going to have a bunch of attrition, but I timed it right. One part of the army is gone on the first, which means that it won't calculate the attrition. And we want to make sure we leave a retreat path available for him. We don't want to blockade both sides of the strait. And that way we can actually get the war score for a double combat, like, stack wipe thing, you know? Have you tried the Guns of Urban for Ottomans? It's glorious. Is that the earliest policy? Like the Age of Discovery mechanic? Or is that the late game one? I think I want to just set up with a 15 wide, a 15 cannon, 15 infantry setup on the capital. With you. I lost track of that other 30 stack, so I'm kind of hesitant to push in with anything else right now. Not while we don't know where it is. We know for sure it's not in this area. So let's head that army over there. Okay, this army only has 28 in the front row, but we only have 19 available right now. We gotta wait a couple days. Anybody want money for monarch points for money? Sounds pretty good to me. A timely click. It's a lot of money, but what else we can spend the money on, you know? Aside from the institution, which we don't even really need. Alright, because we're playing on patch 1.19 right now, we need to make sure that we only deploy exact combat width in infantry. Any excess infantry over the combat width that the enemy has will just disappear off the face of the planet. So we want to send over 28 infantry. I mean, they come back, right, after the combat, but they disappear during the round of combat. So we'll send over 28 stack. And then we'll send over, at the exact same time, I think my flanking range right now is plus 50%, or is it plus 100% already? It's plus 100%, so we can flank with 2 infantry. So we'll send an extra 4 infantry and the other 2 cannons. Without the leader, they should automatically arrive a day behind. We're leaving this retreat path open. It'll take us 4 days to get there, and I don't think he'll be able to cross it that fast. Denmark wants peace. Don't really want to do that. These Omani separatists are kind of irritating me right now. Why are these troops not dropped off yet? Just gonna manually drop those guys off there. 90% chance of some shenanigans right now. Alright, this army did make it down here. We're suffering attrition here now. That's silly. Aachen's in the war with a level 5 fort. Same thing as in the other area. We'll take 15 cannons. I'm really strongly considering just ditching these cav altogether. Aachen's got a 6 plus 2, so he's only got 8 in the front row. Nope, can't retreat that way, buddy. Yoba opens up with a 4 plus 2 minus 2 versus a 0. That guy's got pretty decent maneuver. He's actually using his air. Wow, that combat's going really quick. That is some serious lost morale per day. And he's sending a 1 stack against my 10 stack. Makes sense. I think these guys are piling in over here as well. So we'll do the same. We'll just, we'll just make sure we're ready to reinforce that. Did he actually roll back-to-back zeros? I think he did. That era is not going to live long. Don't even have to do the Victor Jankowski stack wipe. We just spent 1,578 troops to kill all of it. Just a straight up, real, actual stack wipe. Just dead. Nice work, Yoba. Unfortunately, that means we're going to suffer some attrition now. Should have considered that battle was going to go that well. He's still sending the 1 stack, but the other army is going to Vitebsk. Vitebsk. Perhaps Lithuania is starting to realize this is a bad idea. Maybe he should maybe not have done that. Maybe he shouldn't have picked a fight with me. Yes. Go into Russia. Russia will save you, theoretically. Beats me, man. Alright, so level 5 fort. 15 cannons, 15 full strength infantry, please. Best siege pip guy we got available. March to Riga. We'll take an infantry to there. We'll send this army into Samogitia just because I think it's actually closer to these two. So faster movement when we decide which way we want to go. And, that's right, I was building up a Lithuanian spy network with the intent of fabricating a claim on him, but now I kind of can't because we're already at war. And we'll get the claim in the next, after the peace. Okay. Fort's starting to try to do its job, but it's not going to succeed. So I'm just going to toggle if I have to. I'll just do this. Level 1 fort, so 10 cannons will do. I don't even know where the 29th Army is. This guy's just bound and determined, apparently, to make me suffer attrition. I swear, attrition is like the weakest point of the AI. They are just completely god-awful when it comes to attrition. In every way, they just completely ignore it for the most part. They're just like, what's attrition? Just put my army where it needs to go. And then he's just going to go hide. He's literally hiding in Russia. He's the one that effectively declared this war. I don't get it. I just heard a core. Okay, so before we peace out Denmark, I think it might be prudent to wait like a month or two, because the Omani separatists are ticking down right now. And I think that happens probably because we're like right on the cusp now that I have some troops over here. And now we're at negative 1.1. I've been policing the Mamluks land a little bit too. Trying to help him out. And with that, we're back up to 8 per month. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. This was something I was concerned about, and I wasn't 100% positive on. The cost to integrate the Mamluks has gone up. And I think there's only one of two reasons that comes to mind. Either he has done development, or had development-based events, or the cost for me increases if he converts a territorial core into a full core. Because as of right now, even at 8 per month, we're now on track January 1709, and I think we only have until 08. Yeah, we only have till September of 08. So I can't take any more land. I need to die right now, or just spend military points and bump my legitimacy up right now. We have got to integrate faster. And even if I do that, I think he might even increase the cost further. These are cored almost completely. I think I'm going to be chasing it, and I'm not going to be able to keep up. I think that no matter what, in the next couple of years, he's going to increase the cost on me too much. 734 cost. We've spent 350. We have 384 to go right now. How many months do I have? I've got until the 9th month of 08. So that's 48 months minus 3. So we're in the 12th month right now. So I've got 45 months. I need to average, as of right now, 8.53. But if he increases the cost on me again, I probably need to average closer to 10. I think I need to average 10 dip a month in order to guarantee I get this guy integrated before the modifier drops off. So to do that, I need to get my Diplo rep up by 2, which is possible. Annex subjects isn't an option. It's not going to happen. It's going to stay there. if I take no more land at all, and I either die and get my legitimacy up or spend military points, I can get my Diplo rep up by 2. I can get it all the way up to 6, plus another potentially 1. I could get it up to 7. Or close enough to 7 that we actually get the extra +2 here. I think I can do it, but I've got to stop taking land. I can't take any more land right now. We might have to do a bump in legitimacy as soon as March comes around. Damn it. Tricky, tricky. Can't abdicate while you're at war. Can't not be at war because his enemy turns his policy off. And he's not done coring. And he would put me over 100% overextension. So that means that I can't take any of the Danish land. We're just going to sit on it. We're going to sit on that war for now. And it means I also can't take Riga. %35 chance we take Lithuania's capital. We could get started on Latgalia as well, and Reval. I do have other leaders that could potentially lead a siege. It's only 10 cannons needed as well. So we've got, you are on the capital, you are working on Aachen, you are already over here. Okay. Oh wait, no, sorry, he was here. Shoot. Never mind, I've already got 4 active sieges. I don't have another leader with siege pips, so I'd rather avoid the attrition. Then again, no. Let's just send a guy. You might not be good at sieges, but let's put some more pressure on another fort. It's gonna come around, try to do some stuff down here, looks like. I can't let him unoccupy stuff that I want to give to Lithuania, though. Alright, I almost always take annual backup saves just because it just makes sense to me. 17, 05, 01, 01? Okay. I've still got about 50 minutes left in the stream, but I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break. Be right back, 1 second. And we're back. Okay. Stupid Mamluks. Stupid Mamluks, stupid Senwi, stupid heads. Now, I would love to take his capital because it is so much good, juicy development, but I think I care more about estuaries and forts from the Tunis people. So I think I'm going to actually take a claim on Memel for the estuary. We're going to keep spying on them. I'm going to try to get a claim on both of those. I plan on taking cheap stuff right now. I will start going as crazy as I can on my own personal integration as soon as we get the final tech for administrative efficiency, which is pretty soon. We're like 10, 35 years away, I think, roughly 36, somewhere around there. It's like 14 years per tech, so 14 times 2 is 28 plus 10. It's like 38 years away. Looks like he's actually killing some of my transports, the jerk. I'll have to build some new ones. I wouldn't mind doing a quick check on the world. Yeah, it looks like the Ottomans cleared up their particularists. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that that would have been a bigger deal for them. Oh well. Senwi, have you started any more cores? He has started Etewa. So yep, he's working from the ground up. Smallest development first. So next he'll start Delhi, and then he'll start Central Doab. And then Min is most likely started or completed. Yeah, it looks like he's actually completed all of them. And now he's turning things into territories. I want to mark this cost. The cost for Min is 460. I'm just gonna write this down because I would love to know exactly what to expect if he were to core all of it. I could probably just take a look at the provinces and do the math now, but we're in the middle of something. Nice wall breach. Stop sinking my transports. So if we can't afford to take any land at all for the next 3 years while coring stuff, while integrating, do we even need to stay at war with Denmark? Should I just peace out with Denmark? Nah, probably not. We're getting the trade value out of it right now, and you know what? I don't care. Stop fighting my damn transports. I don't want to have to rebuild these things. Congrats, you got naval superiority. Who cares? You're still gonna lose. Dummy. Refactorissimo, there's a pretty good chance. I was actually just talking to Sijo about that a moment ago. There's a pretty good chance we might go up to 2 a day on that. We're having so much fun playing it that we have recorded ahead by quite a bit. And that would be the capital of Lithuania, occupied. Now, I had said before that I thought I could probably take Riga now. But again, I don't think I could take any land. So I think we only take land that we can give to our subjects. My only concern is that I don't know that he actually has any spare monarch points right now. He's got this province over here that he hasn't even started coring. He hasn't even started coring Crimea or Cyprus, which we just gave him. But I kind of need to make something happen in this war, so I feel like sneaking my way up into an adjacency with Russia or Poland, or, you know, just more adjacencies to nations would be good. And also taking that estuary from him would be nice. So what if we did, like... There's so little war score cost. Probably due to the autonomy. Ooh, if I could gut his forts, that would also be great. I only want this so that we have adjacency to Poland. I wanted Ingol because it was just 3 development. You know, quick and dirty and easy, and it's coastal. We should check for things like buildings too. Low development provinces that actually have buildings. We want to bypass Kiev. I know it's got the estuary, but the inland center of trade. I think we just want to go right around it. I don't want to take the capital, it's worth too much horse score cost. Technically, we do control a fort in the area, so we could try to take Reval, but that's 29 development, and I can't transfer that to a subject. Because it's too far away. I mean, I don't have a subject in this region. So, really the only forts that I could maybe get my hands on are Latgalia and Smolensk. If we could take those two, it would be an absolute hideous mess of border gore. It's perfect. If we did that... that would be feeding Bob's border gore 41.4% more overextension. He's on the same level of administrative efficiency as I am, so I'm using this. I know it's currently set to me. Don't worry, I'm not going to forget. I'm using it set to me so that I can see what the overextension will be for him, so I can see if he can handle it or not. And then after I'm sure of the peace deal, I'll transfer the control. But I gotta remember that in order to do this, I'll need to, again, I'm at war, so I can't transfer subjects. I can't use this transfer subject interface for Bob's border gore. I can't grant provinces. So I have to actually occupy every province that I'm considering. So we'll need to occupy, finish this siege, and then also occupy Polotsk. So the question is, even though we know Bob's border gore doesn't have the monarch points to core any of the land, would this kill him? And the answer was that it is 41.4% overextension. So 41.4 divided by 100 times 5 unrest. He'd gain 2.07 unrest. He's currently at 1.74. So he would be well under 100%. He wouldn't be fast, he wouldn't do a good job of coring it, but it gets us adjacency to Poland, adjacency to Russia, takes 2 forts from Lithuania, cuts him into 4 areas. Also, maybe even try to get adjacency to the Golden Horde. Sorry, the Great Horde. Hideous. Absolutely hideous. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. In a hideous kind of way. That's 54.6% overextension, so just shy of 2.5 unrest, and he can handle that, I think, as well. That might be a better way to go, but he might occupy one of these, which would cut this part of the plan off. So, what can we do to speed up this siege? This siege currently has no siege leader because we were doing this siege. We'll teleport the +3 siege pip guy over to here. And this siege also needs to fall. It currently has a 1 siege pip general. The 2 siege pip guy on Riga, it's not important, so we're going to pull him out. Leave the cannons. We might just get lucky, though. There's a 35%... gonna say there's a 35% chance that we just get lucky and then... Bleh. King Hines, thank you for the sub. Heavy Rain and Wootrax. I missed you guys. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. Persia's declared war on Jampur. I'm gonna keep aware of. Persia's a big threat. I mean, he's got a lot of forts. They're all level 6 as well, which is irritating. Looks like he started and stopped his siege, which is great for me. I still can't transfer it while it's under siege, but... Price of Chinaware goes down. Base stack goes up from Dresden. That does actually impact me. I get quite a amount of money from Chinaware. It's unfortunate. I think there's a pretty good chance we're still going to be making good money. Toothless resub. Thank you. Still not back up to 100% or 100 prestige. I'm trying to swap these military leaders. Okay, the 2 siege pip guy is there. Price of cotton has just gone up by 45%. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Keep on messing with my prices. Yeah, that was the 3 siege leader guy. Let's pull the 3 siege leader guy over to here now as well. I don't really intend to do anything up here, but right, zone of control from there extends into there, which prevent... Okay, gotcha. Okay, I just need for this Smolensk to fall, and then we can peace out. We finished our course. We're at 25% overextension now, which puts our Diplo rep at 5.46. No other cores are... Well, August. That's a long time. That's 6 months, right? Yeah, that's... Well, 4 months. 5 months. I can do math, I swear. 5 months that we are literally 0.04 legitimacy or Diplo rep away from having an extra 1 point per month being sunk into the Mamluks. So my point in mentioning that is that even though we're going to die soon and get our legitimacy set to 100 automatically, I'm going to pay the 100 points right now to strengthen government, which will bump my legitimacy by 10. Which is, it's going to directly translate into 0.2 Diplo rep, which will increase our integration speed from 8 to 9. Gonna take a backup save here just in case, because you never know. I may have, I don't know, somebody may have slipped something into my dinner or lunch or whatever it was I ate last, and I might be nuts. Alright, so we're going to strengthen government, which should immediately raise our Diplo rep to 5.66, taking us to 9 each month, which puts us on track August of 08. I still think I'm chasing it, and it's going to be close. It's going to be so damn close, but look, we've got... Where did it go? September of 08, we lose the modifier. August of 08, we get the Mamluks integrated. If we maintain 9 per month and the cost doesn't go up, we're on track. I think the cost will go up, which is why we need to not take any other land, and then still, as soon as possible, either after the next cores come done or something, we need to get even more Diplo rep. So let's cross our fingers. You're arriving on the 14th. That's in 2 days. Okay, come on. We're gonna have like a 64% chance here. He's more than willing to accept the peace deal. The problem is, because I'm at war with Denmark, and I can't go to peace because of Hisenwi for all the other reasons, I can't transfer control to my subject unless we occupy it. It's just a restriction, so I have to finish this siege to be able to do the deal that I want. And of course we didn't get it. 64% chance. God, that sucks. What would I be doing right now if I wasn't in this war? And the reason I ask that is I'm wondering if it's a big deal or not. Should we just... Is it a big deal? I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I can't core anything. None of my subjects can core anything. We're waiting on integrations right now so we can create new subjects that can core things. I don't smell any blood in the water. I don't see any ridiculously good opportunities that I have to pounce on. We've still got 10 years on the truce with the Ottomans. No mothballed forts in Bohemia. We already did our war over there. Gelre is someone that I would like to pick off before he picks up any other annoying alliances or has the Saxons defend him. But I can't core it right now, so there's no point in doing that. Lithuania's actually mothballed their fort. Sorry, Netherlands has, but we have a huge truce with him. Looks like I could declare war on Trier strictly for the purposes of weakening the Netherlands. Knock his prestige down. And to, you know, as always, be stuck in a war. I don't see anything else. What? What am I missing? Chat's going nuts. 99% ink? What? No Diplo rep missions? No, I only have one mission available. The problem is that your mission availability is oftentimes tied to whether or not you're at war, and I've been warlocked for a long time trying to make good on this Hisenwi investment. I don't need to feed Hisenwi anything else. There's no point at this point. If he's not coring what he already has, which he's not, he's got 2 provinces still yet to core, 48 development. So there's no point in giving him any more land. It'll just make me inherit the land and have the overextension. Oh, 99% siege, that's what you're talking about. Why can't I core? We were just talking about that. It's because if I take any land at all, I'll get negative Diplo rep from overextension, which will slow down my integration, and we're trying to do a timed integration that's going to happen. It needs to complete before September of 1708, and if we miss that, then the cost to integrate the Mamluks goes up by a few hundred points. So I can't really afford to have any overextension right now. Well, Defender's Dessert's not bad. Siege ticks are how long? I don't think that it matters enough to do like a squirrel on it, and he's not occupying anything that I care about. Like my peace deal, as long as, well, crap, now that he's occupying that, he's going to prevent me from... I guess I don't have to take that one. I can still make him ugly. I just want to cut him into as many pieces as I can. That's why the subject's name is Bob's Border Gore. Or Harvest. Now that is a shit event. That is horrible. I need Diplo points. Squirrel! First squirrel of the day, mind you. And also, mind you, that we started this session 1703, beginning of the year. It was May March of 03, and it's now March of 05. So that's 2 whole years. 2 whole years in 2 hours. That's twice as fast as Tuesday. It's going to go much faster after this crap with the Senwi and the Mamluks and all that stuff is done. That's the only reason I'm being so damn calculative with my math. Remember, when is your next CK2 YouTube series? Soon? I've been reading about it a lot on Reddit and on the CK2 forum. I read the Paradox forums, like I check them almost every day just to see what's going on. I'm such a dork. I do think I read, crying out loud, I read the bug report forum. So yeah, we need to bump legitimacy. Get that integration back up. Okay. So it's going to be soon, but the issue I have right now is just that I'm so invested in so many different campaigns in EU4, and I have to admit, the last couple of years, EU4 has been a bigger part of my channel, so I don't really want to overcommit to too many different things. And, sorry, my train of thought got lost while I was doing that colonist stuff. The thing that I've been reading about in the forums and the subreddit is that, you know, the Satanist cult, or whatever it's called, the religion in CK2 right now is too strong, the other ones are too weak, there's features missing, like, I want to wait. I want to wait for it to be better, I think, probably. We got, are you excited for Mutants Axis 2.0, and will you do a Let's Play of it? Absolutely. I literally had just gotten an email, like, within the last couple of days about it, and I'm waiting now to hopefully to get a code. He said he was going to give me a code, and now I'm waiting. If I were to consolidate right now, do you think Kosai Mo would go away, or would it be... Would it keep the 2263? Or would it keep the 4352? It'd probably keep the 4532. I wish you could control which one it keeps. Still didn't get that siege. That's a better event than negative 50 dip, that's for sure. Really? Trier has their independence guaranteed by Castile? Why? That's just silly, Castile. What are you getting at? What's your game? No one actually believes your guarantees. Come on. Now that is actually a problem. I've lost the peace seal that I had set up because I had to reload the save. Crap. Should have taken a picture of it. I know I was adjacent to Poland. And then I think I went... didn't I bypass Minsk? I think Minsk had too much development? Or was it... I know we skipped Kiev. Positive we took the 3 development trashy province there. We went up to Smolensk. We went up to Latgalia. We took Kovno. I think it looked like this, right? Pretty sure that was what I had before. Let me just wait a second so you guys can catch up and respond. See, the problem is that because he's currently actively besieging these, I won't be able to give that to my subject. So we need to either go and reoccupy Kursk or just change the game plan to not include these two. He's preventing me from getting adjacency to the Golden Horde right now. Which isn't a big deal, but it does annoy me because there's a chance, you never know, I might want to declare war on the Golden Horde and just feed these two provinces to Bob's Bordergore. And I can't do that if Bob's Bordergore doesn't border him. So I think what we do is we detach a sizable force and just go reoccupy Kursk. It's gonna be a little while till we can actually get this peace deal anyway. Of course, could have happened right this second, since we did get that siege. Why not take access to Mittal for access to the Baltic Sea? That's a great point. If I do give lands to Bob Sportagore on Mittal, I could then theoretically give him other land as well. I think part of the concern is overextension. But I do love that. I like that idea a lot. I could theoretically give Gotland to Bob Sportagore if I gave him Mittal. I was looking at Kovno because it was cheap. But yeah, Mittal. Instead of... I don't want to overextend him too much. I know he has no monarch points, but I would love to have a subject able to take land up here. $69% overextension. Can't transfer my claim to him right now, can I? No. I don't think Revol's a good idea, but I think Mittal and then possibly Gotland. No, I've got to get him Ocel if I want to get outside of this region. But we can do that too. All right, let's stay at war a little bit longer. We're gonna milk this because there's no other war that I really want to declare right now. All right, he's breaking sieges. I don't have a subject slot for a new relationship, and I don't care about return cores for the most part. Client states have better national ideas, and they take better idea groups than releasable nations. Look at Bob's Bordergore's ideas. He's got administrative, quantity, defensive, humanist, quality, economic, and then the client state traditions give him -2 unrest, plus fort defense, core creation, cost reduction, morale of armies, like anything and everything you could possibly want out of a subject. Client states have all of that every time, always. It's not worth taking a, it's just not worth it to take a different guy. Okay, I don't care if he unsieges these ones. It's just this that I care about. Social mobility. I swear I get this event all the time. I don't care about the money, but there's nothing I can do to make the Ulema loyal again for a long time. I just did this. I just clicked this damn button. A year ago. Oh, that's weird. Something just happened. My game crashed. I don't know why. It seems that the application closed ungracefully. Would you like to send us a report? No. If I get the occupation of Riga complete, instead of Mitau, I could give him Riga. And then we get the estuary and the better fort. I don't think Mitau had a fort. Perhaps I should actually send one of the more superior siege generals onto that that province. Really disappointing that Paradox would sell such unstable software. Yeah, it's just this weird thing that keeps happening in this patch. I don't know. It doesn't seem to work in the newest patch. I think despite the potential losses we could take on the Navy, I think we will just poke these guys out again. And we got a single siege pip guy there right now. Let's see, how far back did I roll? It's after we bumped legitimacy. We had not won the siege yet. This was right after I sent the colonists out. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna just trust in the gods. The gods are just gonna give me that siege without the 3 siege pip guy. It's gonna happen. See? And that actually allows me to get the 3 siege pip guy up there anyway. Need to get to Ossel. We want to get all that going up to there. Okay, what can we do? I want to win! We instantly now have a 28% chance of winning that. Down here, we would like... Man, it's just crazy how many squirrels we keep getting. Game, I want you to understand something. I cannot accept a negative Diplo rep event. It's not allowed. Okay? Why don't you go the opposite direction? Give me a positive Diplo Rep event. Shao Zero, thanks for the sub. The resub, in fact. 2 months. The first try. Yeah, we won that siege on the very first try, you're right. It's not even a particularly important siege, but when you're talking about a 10-year -1 Diplo Rep modifier, that is an unacceptable. It can't happen. I mean, I've done everything I've done for the last 6 hours of gameplay in this campaign, not even including the time that I play off stream, has been trying to make this magical potential integration happen just barely in time. We're 1 month shy right now. Any hit to Diplo Rep is just not allowed. It can't happen. Alright, so one more time. I think now we're looking at this. Because I want him to have the adjacency to take Gotland as well. That's 49% overextension. And then if we can fit it, we would like the borders with the Great Horde. Which we can only do right now via this path. Or Kursk. Why is it letting me demand this province even though I don't border it? That's weird. I think the game plan is we just occupy Kursk. Alright, this doesn't actually matter. But the thing is, this is a biannual pulse event. The reason why we keep getting an event on March the 27th is that there's a biannual pulse. Every 2 years, sorry, every 6 months, biannual, right? Twice a year. No. Yeah, it's every 2 years. Biannual. Know what that means? Confused now. It's either twice a year or it's every 2 years. I don't remember which way, but one of the way or the other. There's a biannual pulse, and it happens on the same day, every X number of times. And of all the things that could happen, there are some that are really good, some that are really bad. And this is a bad one, but it's not horrible. This is an opportunity, though, to maybe guarantee that I do finish this integration, even if he increases the cost by making another territorial core into a full core. Because if I really needed to, I could actually force an event that gives me like +1 Diplo Rep. So I'm going to try at least one more time for another pulse event and see if maybe we can get a good one. I'm not going to try like we did that one day where I did it, you know, trying to spawn the Enlightenment. We did it for like an hour straight, talking about books and stuff. I'm not going to do that, but... Annoyingly, it can be either 1/2 year or 2 year, like bi-monthly checks are 2 checks in a month, and then you've got bicentennial, which is 200 years. Yeah, I know bi is like a Latin root or something that means 2. Just like, you know, bi, tri, quad, that kind of stuff, but in the Paradox code, they call it the biannual tick, so... I would assume that if it was every 6 months, they would probably call it the semi-annual tick. So I'm guessing it's a 2-year event. Yeah, we did spawn the Enlightenment. We spawned it over in this region. Vassals feel safe. Income from vassals plus 10%. It's a good event. I don't know that it is really necessary. I don't need money. Tell you what, let's do a poll. Okay, new poll. When I say something quote unquote good, good would be like +1 stability, plus 100 monarch points, +1 diplo rep. Hell, if all of your subjects are above 125 opinion and none of them have more than blah amount of liberty desire, there's even a very small, like 1 in 300 chance that you can get an event that lowers diplomatic integration costs by 15%. So, okay, looks like 60% say yay. Well, the good news is for you guys, either way, I've only got 7 minutes till I gotta wrap up the stream anyway, so not much was gonna happen in the next 7 minutes either way. We'll re-roll a couple times till we get something good. If I don't get something good in the next couple minutes, then I'll re-roll in my spare time and make sure I get a good event, and then we'll pick up where we left off in about, actually in about 3 hours. I'm streaming again in 3 hours. This stream right now is a bonus stream. Yay, bonus stream. Bonus streams are good. We like bonus streams, don't we? You know what else we like? Refactory Simo. Highlight of my week right now. I love playing that game with Stejo. It's the company, really. The game's fun. I mean, I played tons of Factorio, right? I played hundreds and hundreds of hours of Factorio, and the mod packs are great. But it's the combination of the mods and the company. It's great. Shall we pick up where we left off? There was a book club, book discussion. Here, first off, let's get closer. I think it's like what It's the 24th. Goddamn babbling buffoons again. So it's the 24th. Is our biannual tick. Oh, game crashed. It crashed for real that time. It happens sometimes. It doesn't seem to like it when you're manipulating the save files while it's trying to load. It gets all cranky with you. It hasn't been a year. No, we've played actually over 2 years this session. Not bad. Within 10 streams, we will be able to move on from this decision. No, come on. You all exaggerate. Because think about it, yeah, I've done like 31 of these streams that are anywhere from 3 to 6 hours long. It's a lot of footage, I'll admit. It's a slow campaign, but it's also the most difficult achievement in the game. So... And it's the kind of achievement that, like, once you get, you can just put it to rest. And just be done with it, you know? Like, I'm never going to do this again. So this time we're going to go to the 22nd. I'm going to take another backup save just for a little bit closer. All right. Cross your fingers. Hostile rhetoric. Aggressive expansion impact. That's not a good one. Your patience with this game is incredible. A bug in the patch? You think Norwegian wood is harder? I think I did that achievement before a long, long time ago. I have a campaign from Norway. Let me check my files real quick. Norway, 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 Norway. I played Norway in the 1.5 patch, which was in February of 2014. 3 years, 1 month ago. I played Norway, and I did the Norwegian thing, or whatever it was, you know, I played Norway, conquer the world, whatever, like, kicked ass, and I think that was, I don't know, when did they introduce achievements? Because I don't have the achievement, but I'm pretty sure that, I don't think that Norwegian wood looks that much harder. Norwegian wood campaign is, you start as Norway, and you have to own every single province in the entire game that produces tropical wood. For some reason. It's just what you have to do. Arrogant administrators. Again. I know we've had 2 of the same events twice, but that it's not a guarantee that, like, you're gonna get a good event and then a bad event and then a good event. Like, it's not like that at all. It's just lucky or unlucky that we keep seeing the same event. Basically, think about it like this. There's like 300 potential, roughly 300 biannual events that are possible. Of those, a huge number of them are not eligible because of criteria not being met. You have to either be in this position, you know, certain triggers need to be met, that kind of thing. So maybe of the 300 that are all available for the biannual tick, maybe we're eligible for 100. And of those 100, a random dice roll is thrown, and one of them is chosen. There's also a chance that it can just get skipped. A small chance. But sometimes you don't get your biannual tick. Your biannual event. Oh, is it naval supplies? Not Norwegian wood? I mean, it's called Norwegian wood. Shouldn't it be tropical wood? Okay, maybe it is naval supplies, I don't know. So, come on now. Game's just being salty with me now. It's gonna say, oh, you think you know how this works, huh? I'm just gonna give you the same exact event over and over again. The exact same one to make you question your sanity. Oh, tropical wood is a different achievement. It's an Orissa achievement. I see. That must be where I maybe got it mixed up. Orissa's newer. I think it's, or the Orissa achievement's newer, isn't it? The Norwegian wood achievement came out before tropical wood was even a trade good. Heck, were there even trade goods at the beginning of the game? I don't even remember now. I think they were in 1.0, right? It'd be really interesting to roll back to the very, very oldest possible start date and just do a campaign. Just to see. No DLC. Earliest available patch that's still on the betas tab. Just try to play it. Or payments. See, that's one that's like, good, but who cares? I don't have any mercenaries. I have 120,000 manpower and 900,000 troops. Like, I don't need mercenary maintenance. Alright guys, this is the last try, which means that I'm going to trick the game into definitely giving me a good outcome right now, because this is the very last chance it has. I'm going to cater to its sense of emotion. I will not play you, game, if you don't give me a good event. Earliest is 1.4. Wow. Man, that is going way back, because I remember 1.0 came out in, I think, late August of 2013. And the first couple patches came out pretty quickly, didn't they? I think it was like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 within the first 3-4 months. So we're talking really, really, really old. You know what I should have done for posterity? For posterity's sake, I should keep a copy, a backed up installation of every version of the game. So even though you shouldn't have access to it because the betas tab is gone, you know, it's not on the betas tab, as long as you can just copy the installation directory, you can actually do that still with most Steam installs. And you could still play 1.0. Promising General. Great, thanks game. Put me over the leader limit and roll a general that's 34.8 tradition worse than what I can have. It's this guy, Kim Poku. Sometimes, in some campaigns, that would be a really good event. In this campaign, whatever. I just have to fire him, because we're over the leader limit. Imagine if the Paradox guys had a hidden tracker in the save file that tracks how many times it has been loaded and then adds more bad events to it. That reminds me of a game I remember hearing about where the guys like coded in a backdoor so that they could like backdoor into the game and like edit it as people were streaming it. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a thing. That was like a big part of the game itself, was that gimmick. So before we wrap up for today, I want to check to see if Min's cost to annex went up. Yeah, sure, let's do that. I have it written down. Currently, as of 1505, January the 1st, the integration costs were 460 and 734. So, no change. It's only been 2 months, though. He could very easily core something else in the meantime. I mean, we still have a couple of years. Alright. Okay, well, that was the last time. I don't have time. I gotta wrap it up here. I'll re-roll a few more times before we come back to stream tonight, and hopefully by then we'll have, I don't know, something good. An extra stability point, or maybe some extra Diplo points or admin points, or... Ideally, I think the absolute best outcome for me would be, let's do this. Let me look it up. Let me give you an example of, like, what I'm looking for out of this right now. No, that's not it. Come on, game. Work with me here. Why does that not show up the wiki? Crying out loud. They call it the 2-year pulse. They don't call it the biannual. Okay, fine. So this is the one that we're getting right now. Every 2 years, one of the following will happen. We will either get one of these things, right? So these are all the different types of events that could possibly happen. And you can tell whether it's your 2-year pulse, 3-year pulse, 4-year pulse, or a 5-year pulse based on the type of events you're seeing. And so let's just do a quick search. We had one called Arrogant Administrators Just Fire. So let's look this up. I'm gonna go my wife might kill me, maybe. I don't know, probably not. I hope not. I don't want to die. Please don't make me die. I want to find it though. Events. So we had an event called Arrogant Administrators. So we'll just search for the word arrogant in the Steam directory of events. And we can find the event called Arrogant Administrators. This is an ideagroup.txt event. So we're currently getting an idea. An event is popping based on an idea group. Is triggered only If it's based on idea group, then, in that case, I might be mistaken. This is probably not a 2-year pulse. This is probably our 5-year pulse. Which means that these are all the different possible events that could happen based on the idea groups that we have. Or we could get random estate events as well. So these are all the different things that we could potentially get right now. There's a lot of them. The easiest way to actually search it would be to go into the event directory, and then we go to, like, states. Let's try this. What if we just did control search for Diplo? I don't know the string, the text that they use to indicate when you gain Diplo rep. It's entirely possible that there isn't an event that gives Diplo rep, but I'm pretty sure I've had them before, haven't I? Anyway, I'll look through here and I'll find an event maybe that is appealing and then just show you exactly the type of thing that I'm hoping to get out of this event. I think it's important enough to take the time on it. So, all right, but I gotta wrap it up here. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back. Streaming starts again in about 3 hours, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you then. As always, thank you for watching. See you in a bit.